How we doing, guys? Myself, Chris Pretty OBE, hitting you with a quick one. Real talk, true season. Look, a walk and talk right now. I'm out here right now, and do you know what? To be quite honest with a lot of people, like, we need to stop feeling entitled. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? There's a lot of people on social media or online feeling like we should be entitled to certain things that happen or go our way. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? When you're looking at people and you're looking at people's professions and all the rest of it, you feel entitled. Why aren't you replying back to me? Why aren't you doing the video? Why aren't you putting up this? Like, don't feel like you're entitled to it. The same thing when we look at the policing and everything else. Everyone's looking at me with the OBE. Oh, man's got OBE. Man keep repping it. Man keep repping the OBE. Rare, putting me down. But at the same time, I'm doing something about it. I'm still not sitting there talking about slavery. I know where it comes from. I know where the colonized comes from. I know about the Queen. I know about my history. To a point, I probably know about my history more than you. My facts is, like, what are we doing about it? How am I climbing? How am I trying to grow as a young black man living in this kind of society, knowing that, well, I've got a passport, well, I've got a house that's by the Queen and all the rest of it. So you lot can sit there and talk about you hate the colonized, you hate the majesty, oh, she's a devil, she's the this, but at the same time, you got a passport. At the same time, you live at a house. At the same time, you're living on our streets and you keep talking about, oh, but this is where I'm from. Well, go back home then, like you keep saying, go back home. But we feel entitled and feel like we're labeled to go around and saying and trying to counsel people and trying to talk up, trying to go on like you really know the story. Once again, this is when we come into a point where we're never going to grow, we're never going to succeed as people, when we feel we're so entitled and we don't believe that sometimes you just have to work. When you're looking at a lot of these celebrities, when you're looking at a lot of these influencers and you're sitting there saying, oh, they're lucky. No, they're not lucky. They've just worked hard to get to where they want to get to. They've rubbed shoulders with people that they didn't want to rub shoulders with. They've worked with people where they didn't want to work with. You're sitting there feeling like you feel obligated and you feel like you've got a choice. I don't have to work with that person. I don't have to work with that organization. You don't have to. But then now you're limiting yourself to where you can grow and the opportunities you can have for your young people and for the growth of our people. So for us, it's just stop feeling entitled. I know that we've got a lot of things that we need to talk about, slavery, black people killing our community and everything. There's so much that we need to talk about, but the one thing that we need to stop doing is feeling entitled and feeling like we can just go around cancelling people just because you don't like their opinion or just because you don't like what they say. 1,000 of us don't like what people say. Doesn't mean that we go around trolling people. Doesn't mean I go onto people's pages and start telling them that I hate them or start telling them that you're a dickhead and you're this or whatever. Once again, that's a reflection of yourself. That's a trigger to yourself. So why I always say, if the shoe fits, then wear it. So if I've said something ever on my social media page and it's triggered you or upset you or made you feel a certain way, then you've just got to look at your triggers. You've got to look at your life and say, do you know what did Chris say to make me feel angry? My whole point is, guys, think first. What's you guys' thoughts? Comment below.